Okay, trying a little different on this to see if this might actually work. Anyway, hi guys, my name is Vencerol, and this is Radical Dreamers Part 5 Abridged. As many of you know, or I haven't decided if I want to have all my failures come up or just explain all of them. But at this point, this is Part 7 of just trying to explain what happened in Part 5. I haven't got to Part 6 yet to try to explain because Part 5 just keeps screwing up so badly. Maybe it's just because I'm trying to do it this way. And I could probably just edit through and do all the fancy stuff and everything like that and not do it this way and just do a completely different route. I probably would have been done faster. But I'm determined to be a dumbass and get it done like this. And I just spent a minute doing that rant. Alright, let's get on going with this. Now, turn that down. We are going to go and see all about what happens throughout this. Now, at the beginning of Part 5, what I end up doing is I go back to Riddell's room. In my head, I'm like, I want to see if I can either go back and open that box that Kid had in her hand, or going back to that bed, welcoming Kid back to it, saying, hey, maybe if I try again, it can work. But lo and behold, we get into the room, we find out that the window's open, and hi, that means somebody has been there, and I went to flashing magic leaf. Now we decide we're just going to leave the room. Goodbye, room. Now we keep heading down the hallway, heading down the hallway, heading down the hallway, then we come to the study. Now, when we're in the study, I have a couple choices of where to actually look. I can either go look in the bookcases, look in the drawer, or look behind this big giant painting. You know, I'm thinking like a real man is, let me go check the desk. Now, in the desk, I don't really find anything except for a photo of a small girl. As I'm looking through this photo, looking at this photo of a small girl, Kid comes behind me and just mutters that I'm a pedophile. My heart gets broken just a little bit, but life goes on. Now, while we're still in the study right here, we hear footsteps. Now, we go into a panic. Magil, just being who he is, just slips into the shadows unnoticed. I, on the other hand, have to decide where I want to hide. Now, it is either behind the door or underneath the desk. I go and I hide underneath the desk with Kid. And the whole time, I get all flustered. I start talking about the way she smells, how her lips are so pink and beautiful and puffy or something. I don't know how you explain, sexy lips. Actually, let's actually go find that real quick. Make a peep. Quivering light-sided candles and blah blah blah. I feel myself starting to lose control. Heart skips a beat with Kid's lip right in front of me, so full and pink and glossy. And heart starts pounding faster and faster. And at this point, I have to stop myself from staring, and I shut my eyes. I'm laughing a fit because I'm just starting to tear up. I'm wiping my hands off because I love little pervy scenes like this. Just can't help it. Sorry, at this point I feel like I am losing my voice, which is not fun because there's just been frustration after frustration with this. Not your problem, all my problem. Now, I do bump my head trying to get out of the desk, and pretty much, Kid calls me an idiot, just blah blah blah. We start talking about the Poopy Army a bit. For you folks that are not familiar with the Poopy Army, they are a branch in the southern continent that just became highly militarized and started, taking territories, and in this universe, we don't know why they're here. But, in Chrono Cross, they're there to take over Viper Manor because they want the Frozen Flame. I'm sure at some point in the story, we probably end up finding that out too. But I don't know. I haven't been able to play any more of this because I've been trying to do this video. Anyway, after we leave the library, we find the ballroom. While we're in the ballroom, we actually find all these oil paintings around us. Now, we get a little creeped out about the oil paintings. Now, because of that, we decide to leave the room. Now, leave the room, leave the room, leave the room, leave the room. Now, I decided to walk back to the terrace and start talking to my companions. Pretty much they're all telling me, stop talking and let's go back. I talk to the other one, pretty much the same one. The opposite one tells me, stop talking, let's go back. So, I do. I decided to go back in the building, and at this point I realize I am 15 minutes deep in this playthrough. And I decide, hey, look, I am 15 minutes deep into it. We need to stop. And I go, yay, jazz hands. Jazz hands. Now, I say, welcome back. No. Try this again, because it's like 5:30 in the morning for me, and I've been trying to get just this done for you guys, just so I can have some content ready as I learn more and more, either about this program or other programs that are out there, to just get this done. As I've said before, I want to do this as a hobby, but I don't want to do this really very half-assed. So thank you guys for watching. Come back around for the abridged part 6 of this playthrough, because as I said before, part 6 was also messed up due to audio bleepages. I'm not sure. Anyway, stop recording. Still not voice operated.